Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pony&Wolf Productions video. My name is Visual Pony and today we are reading the story Bipartite Butterflies by TCC56. Or TCC56? I do not know which way the author wants this pronounced, so let me know in the comments down below. And without further ado, let's see that list of those amazing people who keep donating to this channel and keeping us alive and actually able to do this. Because, let's be fair, we have a little bit of a problem and, you know, these donations actually help us out. And by becoming at least $1 Patreon of ours, you can get amazing perks like high quality downloads of these videos or, you know, early access to basically everything we do. So what are you waiting for? Check those links out down in the description below and get on that list. So, without further ado, let's start, because I'm fairly certain I'm annoying you a great deal by now. Predictably, this is all Discord's fault. Twilight knocked on the door of the cottage.
Fluttershy? Fluttershy! I've got that volume on manticore physiology that you asked for.
Pulling the book out of her saddlebag, the princess waved it in the air as she barged right into the cottage. After all, Fluttershy had asked her to bring the book over as soon as possible. Any further shouting was instantly preempted as all three of the room's occupants stopped dead into an awkward, icy silence. Twilight stared at the scene before her. She took a long, deep breath.
Fluttershy?
The quiet Pegasus smiled divinely.
Yes, Twilight? Why are there two of you?
Fluttershy looked across the table to Fluttershy.
Well, you see, why is one of you human?
Fluttershy looked back to Fluttershy and set her teacup down.
Hello, princess. It's good to...
The door to the kitchen burst open with a bevy of fireworks and fanfare.
Ta-da!
Discord twirled around before presenting a silver platter to the two Fluttershys.
My special tool for Tuesday tangy tuna taquitos.
He froze. Post leaned in, with the platter still in his claw.
Discord,
Twilight pronounced dially.
Twilight?
Discord shot back. His eyes narrowed dangerously.
You've got a lot of nerve coming here. 3 for Thursday toasted teriyaki turnips isn't until later in the week.
Twilight's eye twitched. Both Fluttershys shifted uneasily as Discord smiled wider. And wider. There was a long pause as Twilight closed her eyes and counted to 20, and Discord's grin outgrew his face. Without opening her eyes to look, the princess started again.
Discord, since I assume this is your fault, I would like to know why you have the human Fluttershy here. Actually? That's because of me?
The Pegasus raised a hoof, volunteering to take the blow. Twilight's eyes popped open just so she could look incredulously at her.
I told Discord that it might be a good idea for him to have more friends than just me.
Indeed she did!
Discord leapt into the conversation joyfully since it wasn't his fault anymore.
Fluttershy very helpfully pointed out that more friends are better, so it's the only logical thing.
The Draconicus beamed happily, motioning at the human Fluttershy, and the multiple bright neon arrows pointed at her.
I got more Fluttershy.
Twilight's eyes narrowed.
How many Fluttershys are there right now?
Just the 2.
Discord swore on a copy of the Principa Discordia. The pony Fluttershy nodded to confirm.
He did also bring Saddle Rager here, but, Discord can be a bit frustrating at times and, well...
Both Fluttershys shrugged. Clicking his tongue, Discord shook his head.
It was very unkind of her to act that way, so I put her back.
And he cleaned up everything afterwards?
Noted the Pegasus Fluttershy helpfully. Twilight again took a moment to bring herself back under control.
Fluttershy?
She paused as both of them turned their heads to her.
Human Fluttershy, did Discord bring you here willingly?
The human shifted in her seat. eyes darting back and forth between the alicorn and the Draconicus.
Well, mostly. He just asked me to pull his finger.
She quickly appended her statement before Twilight could light her horn.
But it's okay. I would have said yes if he'd asked. I've wanted to meet myself for a long time. It's been a wonderful tea so far,
The Pegasus confirmed. Slowly, Twilight relaxed.
and I presume you're going to take her back home again afterwards, Discord?
The Draconicus nodded, paw over his heart and claw in the air.
I swear, just the afternoon, and before you say it takes offense at the idea that I'd ever do anything to harm her.
That was enough for her. Twilight let out a deep sigh of relief.
Alright, sorry for freaking out a little. Oh, no, it was completely reasonable.
The human confirmed.
In fact, you handled it quite well. I'm sure that Sunset would have been much more aggressive about the problem. That is true,
Admitted Twilight. An awkward silence settled on the room. The most awkward part, of course, was Discord as he stared intently at Twilight. Every moment that passed, he leaned farther forward to glare at her until he eventually was horizontally to the floor. Twilight held the book out to Fluttershy. Either one, she wasn't picky at this stage.
I'll just be going then.
Discord reoriented himself as relief spread across his face. It was immediately ruined by the human speaking up.
Oh, do you have to? We haven't had the chance to catch up in quite a while.
She shifted slightly in her too small chair.
The other Twilight is a wonderful person, but you both are very different.
Discord shot an angry glare at Fluttershy for the suggestion, only to have the other Fluttershy smack him scoldingly with her wing. Twilight shook her head.
It's okay, we'll catch up later on. You were right. I should probably go let Sunset know what's going on so she doesn't try to start a crusade to rescue you.
She paused with a frown.
Actually, did I ever tell her Discord was reformed? I'm not sure I did.
Yes, you should tell her that.
Discord opened the door behind Twilight, one that led to a random bathroom inside her castle, and shoved the princess through it.
Tell her hi. See you later, Arrivederci.
He slammed the door behind Twilight before she could do more than open her mouth. Discord let out a sigh of relief, slumping against the unattached door. Fluttershy looked at Fluttershy and both broke out into wild giggles.
She had no idea.
The Pegasus practically fell out of her chair with laughter. The human wasn't much better, doubled over as she giggled uncontrollably.
Not a clue. Discord, you were right. This was a wonderful prank.
Smiling broadly, the Draconicus bobbed through the air back to the table.
It was, wasn't it? You know, I was worried she was going to catch on at the end there, but no, nothing. And she won't until you tell her.
All three let out a happy, satisfied sigh.
Well,
Discord raised his claw to snap.
now that it's over with, I'll just switch you two back to your appropriate bodies and...
Actually? Could you maybe not yet?
The Pegasus stretched out her wings.
I'd really like to give flying a try. And I'd like to see what I could do with hands.
Noted the human with a wiggle of her fingers.
I bet they're great for giving pats.
Smiling broadly, Discord hovered over to Fluttershy.
For you? Anything.
He sealed the little agreement with a kiss on her cheek. Across the table, the other Fluttershy cleared her throat.
Discord? Wrong one.
He looked back and forth between the two.
Oh, darn it.
Well, hello there, every pony, and welcome back to Comment Time with Visual Pony. Now, let me remind you that if you want awesome perks like downloading high-quality MP3s of these stories, then you can do so by following the Patreon link down in the description below. Every dollar helps is needed and very much appreciated, and you can get those perks for as little as $1 a month. Now, I must say that I really like the story, and the prank pulled here is very, very obvious to me once you read the end. Basically, yes, Discord did bring human Fluttershy to Equestria, however, they then switched bodies, which means the human Fluttershy right now is the equestrian Fluttershy in reality, and the equestrian Fluttershy is in reality the human Fluttershy. amazing thing. So I do not like the whole, Discord Fluttershy shipping here, but, well, to each their own. Let me know what you think about this story down in the comments below, and we will see each other hopefully in the next video. Bye bye!